नमस्कार सभी को, गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग, वट एवर वे यू फील कनेक्टेड। इससे पहले वाली वीडियो में हमने बात करी थी, बहुत सारी बातें करी थी क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के बारे में, और वहीं से एक कह सकते हैं क्वेश्चन आया, सवाल आया कि क्या सारी क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को सॉल्व किया जा सकता है। मुझे लगता है मैंने उस वीडियो में बताया भी था। तो कुछ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को हमने सॉल्व करके देखा, वहाँ से फॉर्मूले बनाए, बहुत सारी चीज़ें करी, जिनमें से एक जैसे ये एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है x² - 4 = 0। और अगर आपसे मैं पूछूं कि क्या रियल नंबर सिस्टम में कोई ऐसी वैल्यू है जो इस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को या इस वेरिएबल x के प्लेस पर रखने पर इस इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई कराएगी या सेटिस्फाई करेगी, तो आई होप योर आंसर विल बी yes, because if you are in practice how to solve quadratic equation, you know that how to solve, right? And your answer might be x = ±2, isn't it? I hope it is correct. But there was a great mathematician, महावीरा जैन जी, महावीराचार्य भी बोला जाता है इन्हें। उनकी एक किताब थी गणित सार संग्रह। उस गणित सार संग्रह में उन्होंने एक प्रॉब्लम की बात करी थी, और वो प्रॉब्लम लगभग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन से मिलती जुलती थी, और वो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन थी x² + 1 = 0। जब वो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन पढ़ रहे थे या पढ़ा रहे थे या सॉल्व कर रहे थे, तो उनके दिमाग में आया कि इस रियल नंबर सिस्टम की मदद से क्या हम इस तरह की क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। तो उन्होंने अपने किताब में लिखा था कि x² + 1 = 0 या कुछ इसी तरह की और इक्वेशन x² + 4 = 0 को रियल नंबर सिस्टम में सॉल्व नहीं किया जा सकता। और अगर देखें तो सही भी है, दुनिया में ऐसा कोई नंबर ही नहीं है रियल नंबर सिस्टम में जिसका स्क्वायर करने पर नेगेटिव आ जाए। अगर है तो आप प्लीज़ कमेंट करके बताइए। तो ये प्रॉब्लम आयलर सर के पास पहुंची, लियोनार्ड आयलर। उन्होंने जब ये प्रॉब्लम पढ़ी तो उन्होंने कहा कि तो इसका मतलब हमारा रियल नंबर सिस्टम उतना सफिशिएंट नहीं है टू सॉल्व ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स। तो फिर जाकर उन्होंने एक नए सिस्टम के बारे में बोले या एक नए नंबर के बारे में बोले जो उन्होंने बताया लोगों को। उन्होंने कहा नहीं, अगर इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम है जिनको आप सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते हैं तो क्या करना है आपको, आप ऐसा नंबर मानिए जिसका स्क्वायर करने पर नेगेटिव आ जाए, क्योंकि यही प्रॉब्लम है। दुनिया में ऐसा कोई रियल नंबर ही नहीं है जिसका स्क्वायर करने पर क्या आ जाए, नेगेटिव आ जाए। तो उन्होंने इस प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन बता दिया। तो ही वॉज द फर्स्ट मैन टू टेल दैट कि एक ऐसा नंबर है जिसका स्क्वायर करने पर नेगेटिव आता है, एंड दैट वॉज नथिंग बट आयोटा। एक ग्रीक लेटर है, ग्रीक का 9th लेटर है आयोटा, और उन्होंने कहा कि अगर आप इसका स्क्वायर करें तो कितना आएगा, -1। उन्होंने मान लिया कि ये एक इमेजिनरी नंबर है, so that we can find out the conclusion of these two type or more these kind of quadratic equation, right? तो उन्होंने मान लिया कि जब आप i का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो that will be -1, और from here he got that iota is nothing but √-1. This is an imaginary number discovered by Leonhard Euler. First time after reading the problem that how we can solve, so they came to the conclusion that okay, now these kind of quadratic equation can also be solved with the help of these numbers. So he said that if we put at the place of this x², if we put I, right, so what will be I? If you solve it, you will get x² = -1, so x is equal to ±√1, and the value of √n is I. So what will be the value? X will be ±I. That means if you will put x is equal to I, or if you will put x is equal to -I, square of I will also be -1, and square of -I will also be 1, and that will satisfy. So from here we got to know that ki whatever till now whatever system of number system we were learning, that was not complete number system. One, we can say that something more need to be added over there, right? So what till now whatever we were understanding what we were learning, that is a real number line or real number system. So in real number system, we know what is natural number, what is whole number, what is integer, Q is what is rational number, P is what is irrational number, and if we combine all these kind of number, what we get? Real number. Got it? Actually, if you just have a look over here one more time, if you try to solve without imaginary number, what you will get? You will get x is equal to plus minus under root of -1. And there is no such way to represent under root -1 on the real number line. Under root 1, under root 2, under root 3, so you can represent. There are so many methods by which we can represent. Under root 2 is like that. If we take 1 unit over here and draw a perpendicular over here of 1 unit, by Pythagoras theorem, this length will be the under root 2. So we can say that this is the under root 2, और हम arc लगा देंगे तो ये वाला arc हमें क्या बता देगा? The length of under root 2, और we can say that under root 2 यहाँ पर होगा और नंबर लाइन पर रिप्रेजेंट हो गया. लेकिन माइनस अंडर रूट 2, माइनस अंडर रूट 1, माइनस अंडर रूट 4, we were not able to represent. Got it? I hope till here no problem. So from here, we got the idea. Actually, Eilert sir got the idea that okay, if we assume this kind of system, we can reach to the conclusion that this kind of quadratic equation can also be solved with the help of iota. So from here they have given that the value of I is under root, and when you square you will get I square is equal to -1, and they also said that what as I square into I, and the value of I square is -1 into I, so I cube is nothing but minus I. Got it? And I raised to power 4 will be I square into I square, and the value of I square is -1 into -1, so that is 1. So we will discuss more problems, problems till the level of IIT JEE, right? So many questions they were asking from last so many years based on iota. So we'll discuss on this topic also. So now moving ahead, in real number system, we were understanding Cartesian plane also. We know actually Cartesian plane. There was a mathematician, Descartes. Descartes, like on the name of Descartes, the Cartesian plane has been introduced. So in this Cartesian plane, what we were understanding, हमारे पास 2 नंबर लाइन होती थी. एक नंबर लाइन दूसरे नंबर लाइन के जब परपेंडिकुलर, म्यूचुअली परपेंडिकुलर इंटरसेक्ट करते हैं एट ओरिजिन, तो एक प्लेन बनता है, एंड इस प्लेन को क्या जाना जाता है? कार्टेशियन प्लेन. ये पूरा का पूरा रियल नंबर सिस्टम है. अगर आपको रियल नंबर सिस्टम में कोई दिक्कत है, कोई प्रॉब्लम है, यू कैन जस्ट लेट मी नो. उस पर और बातें करी जाएंगी. कुछ और चीज़ें लिखी हुई हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट सी चीज़ें लिखी हुई हैं लाइक कार्टेशियन प्लेन में. ये बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप ये जानें. वाई एक्सिस ऑर्डिनेट तो यू नो वेरी वेल, बट वाई एक्सिस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज लाइन एक्स इज इक्वल टू 0, एंड x axis which is also known as abscissa, and abscissa is also known as y is equal to 0. So from here, here we are not talking about real number system, so we will moving ahead to the complex number system. Right? So what is complex number system? Have a look here. I have written something for you. Complex number system. How the complex number system has been introduced in the mathematics. Earlier they were having real number line, and on real number line they know that the imaginary number cannot be plotted, right? So what they have done, they have drawn a imaginary number line which is perpendicular to the real number line and which is passing from origin. Why it is passing from origin? Because this 0 have common in both, if we talk about imaginary number line or if we talk about real number line. On both number line origin is common, so they said that it will pass from here, so that will be convenient for us. And they have taken this, let us suppose 1, so this is 1 unit on real number line, and this is 1 unit on imaginary number line, and they said that 1 unit on imaginary number line will be I. Got it? 1 unit on a real number line and 1 unit on imaginary number line. So if you multiply any number by 1 unit, that will be the number, and if you multiply any number by I, so that will be, let us suppose if you multiply 2 by I, so it will become 2I. Got it? If you multiply by Y, so it will become YI. So with the help of this, we got to know that ki, okay, the complex number can be represented like this here. If we say that this is X unit along real number axis and this is Y unit, so obviously it is written X into 1, right? And this is written Y into Y. So X into 1, like from the beginning only we know that each and every number can be written like this only. So this is X and this is YI. So this point, this will be YI and this will be XI, will represent a complex number. Complex number is a combination of real number along with imaginary number, right? Actually, either you, if you want, you can denote by point or it is denoted by arrow line. Like we can say that any point from origin, this will tell the magnitude of that complex number. Magnitude, the value of that complex number, right? We will discuss later on what is magnitude. But from here we got to know that ki, okay, what is complex number? Complex number is something like that. If you have a real number 3 plus if you have one more number whose unit number is I, that is 2I. So this is a complex number. This is a real part and this is the imaginary part, and it is always denoted by capital Z. I hope understand, right? But somewhere if it is written 0 plus 2I, so that means real part is 0. So that means we have only purely imaginary part. So this is purely imaginary number. Or if we have 4 plus 0I, so here the imaginary part is 0. So we can say that purely real. Got it? So earlier, whatever we were studying, like 4, 3, 9, 7, 8, right? That also a complex number. Over there, only the imaginary part is 0. I hope till here no problem. So this is the, introduction of the complex number. We are understanding what is complex number, how and why we are, introducing complex number. Here I explain why we required complex number, right? So now if we got to know that, okay, this is the general form of a complex number and this way we can represent. Here if you just recap, you just find out previously, here I have drawn a one, Cartesian plane, x-axis and y-axis. Similarly, here it is not x-axis, y-axis. This is purely real axis and this is purely imaginary axis. So this kind of plane will known as Argand plane. Got it? Okay. And representation of any complex number in the Argand plane, that is the geometrical representation, right? Geometrical representation of any complex number in Argand plane is like this. Got it? In Cartesian plane, we cannot represent a complex number. For representing complex number, we required another plane and that plane is known as Argand plane. Got it? So this representation of a complex number are of two types. Number one is Cartesian representation in Argand plane and number second, polar representation. So Cartesian representation says that Z can be written as X plus IY, very simple, nothing, just like that. This is X plus IY, this is X plus IY, this is X plus IY. And second representation is polar representation, which is Z is equal to, Z is notation of the complex number, Z is equal to R I raised to power I, E raised to power I theta, and this is also known as de Moivre's theorem. So for like, what is this, explain more about this Cartesian representation, polar representation, conversion of Cartesian to the polar and conversion of the polar to the Cartesian, algebra of complex number. So many things are there we need to discuss, right? If you have any confusion, any problem in the introduction, this is just an introduction part, how we got to know that what is the requirement of the complex number, right? So from here we got to know that okay, this is the requirement of the complex number. Few of the quadratic equation that were unsolved. So to solve those quadratic equation, this man have introduced a system in which there was a number, imaginary number. With that imaginary number, we come to the number system which is known as complex number system. Right? So I hope till here no problem, you have understand. In the next video we will discuss more about complex number. Actually we can say that we will discuss algebra of the complex number. Okay, thank you.